Welcome to tonight's episode of The Invisible Woman. I am your host, Joyce Williams. Thank you so much for choosing to tune in and join me tonight. Thank you to everyone who has liked the YouTube channel, The Invisible Woman Talk Show. Thank you to everybody that's checked out the website, jwinvisiblewoman.com. I really appreciate you guys following my pages, for sharing the videos, for your love and your support. I really appreciate that. I'm going to give you a minute to grab your snacks, grab your friends, whatever it is that you need, and take a, short minute because you got to hurry back. You don't want to miss a minute. This show is your show, The Invisible Woman Talk Show. Be right back. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the most amazing show on this planet. It is the Invisible Woman Talk Show. Your show, my show, this show, the Invisible Woman Talk Show. I was talking to someone the other day over the phone. I had never met this lady, and I was talking to her. We were having a good conversation. And so she was like, you're beautiful. You're a beautiful person. And I was like, well, how do you know that? You haven't even seen me. And she was like, you have a beautiful personality. You have beautiful spirit. You're beautiful, And of course she was right. I'm just saying. But yeah, my point is you can tell if somebody is attractive just by talking to them. What makes a person attractive? Is it their hair, their makeup, their clothes? Is it their smile? Their personality? What do you think makes a person attractive? And what do you think makes a person less attractive? Is it the way they carry themselves, their attitude, or their behavior? We're going to talk about ways to make yourself appear less attractive and more attractive. So my question is, which is the topic and title of this episode tonight, is how attractive are you? How attractive are you? And like I said, when we say somebody's attractive, we often think about their physical appearance. But being attractive is so much more. It's our personality, it's our behavior, and that can leave a strong impression on other people. So no matter how we look, we can become less attractive and turn people away because of how we act, because of the things that we do. Now, one of the things that can make you less attractive is gossiping. Gossiping. I know it's difficult to resist, getting the latest gossip. It's juicy. What they say, let me spill the tea, But no matter how interesting the topic is, talking about people behind their back, yeah, that makes you appear super unattractive. Because now people are looking at you like, okay, they, even if they partake in the gossip with you, they're thinking to themselves, well, it's only going to be a minute before she's talking about me, before I'm the subject of the gossip. So people are looking at you like, that doesn't make you attractive. And they, like I said, they start wondering if you're talking about them or when you're going to start talking about them. Not an attractive feature to be gossiping. And also bragging. Now, being confident is something that we all strive for. We want to be confident. You want to feel like, I got it going on. But at the same time, there's a line that you can cross to where it's not just confidence anymore. It's cocky and it's bragging. And it doesn't look good. When you start talking about yourself way too much, you're everywhere you go, it's like you can't stop talking about your achievements. You can't stop bragging on your successes. People don't want to hear that all the time. Oh, here she go again. Here she is again talking about, how she blah, 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 did this, that, and the other. They get tired of that. They don't want to continue to hear that. Now, like I said, I applaud you for your successes. And I know whatever it was that you did, it was amazing. But people don't want to hear about it all the time. Don't cross the line from being confident to bragging, because then people will start to think that you're acting superior, like you're better than them, and they instantly get turned off. So we want to not cross the line from confidence to bragging. thin line. Let's stay here. Let's stay at the confidence and not go over to the bragging side because that's just a little bit too much. We'll be right back with more Invisible Woman right after this short break. Are you bragging about my show? I know, right? Welcome back to tonight's episode of The Invisible Woman. We are talking about how attractive are you? We are asking ourselves that question. How attractive are you? And we're not just talking about that pretty face that makes you attractive. We are talking about that attitude and those actions. Like, for instance, being late. Now, we have talked about this before. Nobody likes it when you are late. That makes you super unattractive. No. Because now I understand sometimes stuff happens. You might get stuck in traffic. There was a bad accident. Communicate. But when you are just habitually late, you late all the time, people already know, you know what, don't even worry about it, girl. You know she's gonna be late. That's not attractive. It's not. You want somebody that you can depend on that's going to show up, and not just show up, but show up on time. Do you want somebody coming to pick you up late? Do you want somebody to be late for you? So no, you have to be considerate. You have to be respectful of people's time. That's very unattractive, being constantly late. Because like I said, people feel like, you don't value their time, and nobody wants to feel that way. So make sure that you are on time, and if you're not on time for whatever reason, whatever happened, make sure that you communicate that, okay? Because otherwise, it makes you less attractive. Negativity. Let's talk about negativity. Now, oh my gosh. Yeah. I know I personally don't want to be around somebody that's negative all the time. It's draining. It is draining to hear somebody always complaining. They're always negative. Woe is me. They're pity party and they're trying to get you to join. No, you don't want to be around somebody that's negative. That is very unattractive. That is highly unattractive. Negativity is unattractive. And what'll happen is that if somebody is, negativity is contagious. It really is. So when you're negative or you around somebody that's negative all the time, then guess what? They're going to suck the life out of you. And next thing you know, you're negative. Now you're complaining about everything. You don't even see the good side of nothing. So yeah, you want to stay away from negative people. And if you are the negative person, that's not attractive. I know I feel like I'm going in today. I was just like, let's just hop right into it. Stop being negative. Stop being late. Stop being, But I'm just, I'm the messenger. Don't shoot me. I'm the messenger trying to help you. This show is about empowering. This show is about uplifting, about building people up, So if I have to be the person to let you know that negativity is not what's up. That being late is not good for you. That, bragging, no, that's not good. And gossiping, stay away from that. So, we'll be right back with more Invisible Woman right after this short break. Stay tuned. Come right on back. Come right on back. Welcome back to tonight's episode of The Invisible Woman. We are asking the question, how attractive are you? And we're talking about some ways that can make you less attractive. Yes. So I'm going to say about being rude. When you are rude, that definitely makes you unattractive. And I know that I've talked about going out on this date and the person was rude to the wait staff. And I actually read that if you, one of the tricks to finding out how a person is, find out about their personality is like when you do go out, you see how they treat other people on that date. If they are very rude to the waiters, to the servers and that kind of thing, then honey, you're next in line. If you go out with somebody and they are rude to the wait staff, to the servers, run. Do not walk. Do not pass go. Run. Because that means that they are just nasty and they're rude. And they're going to be, you'll be next. I'm just letting you know. Because they don't have respect for other people. They don't respect other people. And especially when you're not respecting somebody that is fixing your food, You can't see them fixing this food, and you trying to be mean and trying to be rude to them. You know what? I don't even want my food. Because you don't know what's going on behind the scenes after you done treated these people so bad. So I'm just letting you know, don't be rude to people. And if you are with somebody that's rude to people, that's very unattractive. That's unattractive. I'm sure that you see that as unattractive. They see that, yeah, it's not a good look. Just stay away from that like that. Now, another thing that could make you less attractive is talking too much. Not like I got a talk show, I need to talk a lot, talking too much, but I'm talking about you around people who will take over the entire conversation. I know I was talking to somebody and we were having a phone conversation, and so I'm talking, and well, they were talking, talking, and I'm just waiting on my opportunity to say something because they were like dominating the conversation. And finally I jumped in and I said something, and they said, "How rude, you cut me off." And I was like, well, heavens, when was I able to speak? I was waiting on you and you just running off at the mouth. You know what they say, diarrhea at the mouth. You just gone. And I was just like, it was almost like jump rope. You know when you're playing jump rope, when you're like waiting on your turn to jump in. And I was like, my turn didn't come. So I was like, you know what? Let me just insert myself here. And then it was, oh, how rude. She just cut me off. You know what? I can't even talk about myself here because you done dominated the conversation. I can't tell you how my day was, I'm just saying. So we don't want that talking too much can be unattractive. So be careful not to dominate the conversation. Let somebody else have a turn. Let somebody else get in too. Don't dominate the conversation. Another thing that can make you less attractive is forgetting people's names. Your name represents who you are. So before they know anything else about you, they get to know your name. So like you giving somebody a handshake, you're introducing them, they're introducing themselves, they're going to tell you their name, you tell them your name, that kind of thing. And I understand some people be like, oh, I'm not good with names, which is okay. But at the same time, if this person matters to you, you're going to want to know their name. So that can make you less attractive if you're not remembering people's names. For one, I am very good with faces. I'm not so good with names, but there's a but. But I am the kind of person that I will make a way to, I will make a mental note so I can remember your name. It might be something as simple as, okay, my name is Joyce. She's always smiling, joyful, Joyce. I don't know, something, whatever it is that, helps you remember that person. Because if they're important to you, you'll want to remember them. And it makes you so much more attractive. You'd be like, ooh, they remembered my name. Ooh, okay. Maybe that's just me. I'll be right back with more Invisible Woman right after this short break. Stay tuned. The name is Joyce Williams. Yeah. All right. No. Welcome back to tonight's episode of The Invisible Woman. We're asking the question, how attractive are you? And talking about some things that make you less attractive. Now, if you are flaking out on plans, I just got to shake my head for a second there. Oh my gosh, I just cannot deal with a flaky person. And I say that all the time. If you know me, you've heard me say it. I can't do flakiness. When you know that you're not able to make it, let me know. When you know that you're not going to be there, let me know. I'm just saying, don't be flaky. Oh my gosh, it's just, I cannot deal with that. And not only does that make you unattractive, that makes you a bad friend if you are a friend to that person. That's not cool. You want to make sure that, I don't know what sucks more, like dishonesty or flakiness, because you want to make sure that you're around people that are dependable. People value folks that are dependable. And so when you constantly canceling plans at the last minute, now you got a reputation of being flaky. And I cannot. Just stay over there. Just no. And then if you are whining and complaining all the time, that goes along with that negativity. Don't always be whining and complaining. It's just everything's wrong. Nothing's right. It's just always something. And it's always somebody else's fault. It's just, You know, it you when you have you ever seen a person that's just like whenever you talk to them, you already know they're gonna have something negative to say. You already know they're gonna be complaining about something. You know, it's just it quickly becomes unattractive. This is unattractive, and you just want to stay away from that person because you already know. You could call them, "How you doing?" "Oh, woe is me." "What's going on?" "Oh, the world is against me." You know, it's always negative, always complaining. It is not attractive, and you don't want to be around that person. Like I said, that negativity can suck the life out of you. You know, stay away from that. We talked about this is huge for me. I'm just gonna say it because I'm a person. I'm an adventurous person. I like to do new things. I like to try new things, new foods, that kind of stuff like that. But if you are a person that is not willing to try something new, that could make you less attractive, especially when you are um, out there in the dating pool and you're trying to meet people and they're like, "Hey, you want to try sushi?" And you're like, you want to try, and everything they mention is just kind of like you just want your mac and cheese. That's it. You know, you don't even want to try your mac and cheese with bacon. You just want whatever you had the same old way all the time. You're bland. I'm just saying. And I understand people be like, "Well, I'm just set in my ways," you know. But if you are trying to put yourself out there, you can't just be set in your ways. You have to be open to trying new things and new experiences and getting yourself out there. I'm not talking about nothing, life threatening like, skydiving or something that you just kind of like, "I'm afraid of heights and I'm not even about," no, nothing crazy. But I'm talking about something that's not going to hurt you. Something that's just, yeah, you understand. Don't make me go there. But you can find out some new things that you love by trying other things. How do you know you like mac and cheese? Because you tried it first. So now, if you try something different, how you know you like it? You got to try it first. So find yourself opening up, trying new things, doing new things, experimenting, making yourself more attractive. Now, another thing that can make you less attractive is getting too defensive. Do you ever talk to that person that is so defensive that they blow up over the smallest things? Like, and they turn everything into an argument. So it's just like, they can't take no criticism, constructive criticism. What? No. Done in love, who? No. It's just like, it makes them really difficult to be around, to talk to. Once they're in defensive or reactive mode, that's it. You're not gonna get anything through their head. There's no new information. You're not gonna win. You're not gonna get through to them. So it's just kind of like it makes you want to avoid them. It makes you unattractive, less attractive if you are always in defensive mode. We'll be right back with more Invisible Woman right after this short break. Stay tuned. Welcome back to tonight's episode of The Invisible Woman. We're asking ourselves the question, how attractive are you? And we're talking about things that can make you less attractive. When you lack sensitivity, it makes you less attractive because nobody wants to be around somebody that is not compassionate. It's just like they lack empathy. They couldn't be me, and they really mean that. They're not understanding. You don't want to be around somebody that doesn't have a kind word to say. Like I said, they are lacking sensitivity. That is, yeah, makes you very unattractive. When you don't listen, when you are with somebody that, there's a difference between hearing and listening. And when you're actually listening and you can engage in a conversation, you can go back and forth, you can put your input here, then that's very attractive. You want to meet somebody, you want to talk to somebody that's listening, that's a good listener. And people always saying it on their job resumes. On their resume, they be like, "I'm a good listener." Mm-mm. Mm-mm. It's just something you say because it looks good. But no, are you really a good listener? Did you hear what I said? Did you understand what I said? And if you didn't, did you ask for understanding? Did you try to get understanding? You just are, people say that some people listen to hear and some people listen to respond. So, like, are you actually hearing what I'm saying, or are you just waiting on your opportunity to say what you're going to say? Because I'm telling you, when I was talking to that person that was all about them, I couldn't get a conversation, couldn't get my part in. I wasn't listening to hear them. I actually was listening, waiting on my opportunity to jump in. Because, man, the conversation, that was dominating the conversation. So I was just kind of like, okay. And I was more like, oh, okay. All right. Here. Okay. Say me now. Let me now. It's my turn now. It was like, it was almost like, so yeah, I really wasn't listening. So, and now I am a really good listener. Don't get me wrong, I really am. But in that particular sense, I really wasn't listening. I was more like listening for my opportunity to jump in because they dominated the conversation. And I just kind of like, I want to tell you about me. Let me talk about me too. You're so rude. And it was like one-sided conversation. I'm just on the phone like, is it my turn? Is it? Oh, okay. Yeah. So yeah, that the whole time I'm just thinking, when am I gonna be able to say something? So yeah, I really wasn't listening. But anyway, don't be like me in that instance. Be good listeners. And also, don't be telling untruths. The little fibs where you just kinda like, oh, it's just a little fib. No, people find that unattractive. Now I understand that, I'm so understanding. I always say that. I understand. No, because I do understand, like, there are some, untruths that you tell because you don't want to hurt somebody's feelings. It's just kind of like done out of compassion and love, and not done out of deceitfulness. It's just kind of like, I'm trying to think of one where it's kind of like not so bad to where you're not hurting somebody by saying something that's not true. Not like, do you like my outfit? And you be like, yeah, okay. You know what? That could work. That could work when it's kind of like, you know what? Just tell the truth. Just tell the truth. How about that? Let's just tell the truth, because if you if you stick to the truth, you don't have to remember the untruth that you told, So it's just best to be honest and be an open person. It makes you way more likable. And people know that they can come to you because you are going to be honest. You are going to be sincere. So let's just tell the truth. Being likable increases your attractiveness. You don't have to be beautiful. Sometimes it's not in your genetics. It's just not in the card. What they say, your face card declined. But it doesn't depend on your size. Whatever size you are, the color of your hair, the color of your skin. It's about being sweet. It's about being caring. It's about being sincere, interesting person. Like I said, being attractive is not just how you look. It is how you act. It is the things that you do. So if you are an honest, open person who's not, like I said, bragging and not defensive and lacking sensitivity and tactful, oh my gosh, we're going to talk about that in a minute, about being tactful. We'll be right back with more Invisible Woman right after this short break. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the Invisible Woman. We are asking the question, how attractive are you? And talking about things that can make you less attractive. Now, we were talking about tactfulness. And I think tactfulness and sensitivity can kind of go hand in hand, because when you are sensitive to person's feelings and you're considerate of them, then you're very tactful how you talk to them, how your message comes across, because you want to make sure that you say it in a way that it's received. So you're sensitive, you're sensitive. So like when you lack tactfulness, you just don't care how you say it. You don't care how it sounds when you say it, and you don't even care how they receive it when you say it. You're just gonna say it. It could be like, well, I'm just letting you know. No, no. I mean, it's just no. So I think that, you should definitely be mindful of when you are talking to someone, how you communicate with them, how that message is relayed. Because if it's said a certain way, then it can be received a lot better than if it's said aggressively and not tactful. You know what? Just watch how you talk to people. Oh my gosh, that just matters. Be mindful of how you speak to people, because you do unto others as you want them to do unto you. If you don't want anybody to talk to you any kind of way and you want them to be respectful and treat you in a better way, then do the same. Let's talk about some ways that can make you, some things that can make you more attractive. If you want to make yourself look more attractive, wear a smile. A smile has been scientifically proven to make you look more attractive. People like happy people. And they're like, it's just something about her. Oh my gosh, she's beautiful. She's attractive. That smile is everything. Smile. It makes you more attractive. People are attracted to happiness. Remember, I told you they don't like negative. They don't like all that negativity. They're going to shun away from that. But they are drawn to the happiness, the smiles. So that makes you more attractive. Keep smiling, keep shining. Okay, I'm not going to go there. Another thing that can make you more attractive is if you have a sense of humor. That's why some people are attracted to comedians. Comedians are funny. They make you laugh. They tell jokes. They look more attractive because they're funny. Just saying. So have a sense of humor, because a sense of humor can make you more desirable, more attractive. Women want men to make them laugh. Men want you to laugh at their jokes. It's just how this works. You laugh, we laugh, and it just makes you more attractive. Just saying. You can also make yourself more attractive by being kind. We talked about how it is when you're rude. It's just the opposite. Don't be rude. It's not about looks. It's about how you treat people. It's about being kind. Another thing that can make you more attractive is the obvious. Groom yourself. Look better. Do something with your hair. Fix your face. You look better, you feel better. I know how I am. I had on this outfit the other day, and I was like, oh, I was feeling like a next top model, y'all. I was just walking around like, yes. And then people compliment me because the confidence was all over me. So they're complimenting me like, oh, you look nice, you look good. And I'm like, yes, work it, because it was just, I was confident, and it showed from the outside and inside on out to the outside. It was just, yeah. So when you look better, you feel better. Groom yourself. Make yourself look better. You'll make yourself feel better. And you'll be looking and feeling more attractive. We'll be right back with more Invisible Woman right after this short break. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the Invisible Woman. We are talking about how attractive are you. Now, listen, if you're sitting there with your arms folded, you got your sour face on, that makes you look less attractive. But if you're like open arms, smile, see, more attractive instantly. Thank you so much for tuning in to tonight's episode of The Invisible Woman. If you want to be a Visible Woman of the Week, yes, you can be a Visible Woman of the Week by sending your information to the email formerinvisiblewoman@yahoo.com, or you can go to the website jwinvisiblewoman.com and submit your information so that you can be a Visible Woman of the Week. There are plenty of women who are out there doing some amazing things, and you deserve to be featured. You deserve to be recognized. You should be recognized. You can be recognized on this show, The Invisible Woman Talk Show. Submit your information. Like I said, the email is formerinvisiblewoman@yahoo.com. Again, thank you, God bless, and good night.